got this empty file for drag and drop. We have got a basic Django file here. This is a basic Django application which we have created for our project. So right here we can drag and drop this file inside this empty file. Right here we have got this main application and the second application which we have created for our project, by the main application. So this is the first application. Which it has got setting files, URLs, and so on. So right here I've got this setting file. So we should introduce this main application right here and register this main application inside this installed application in the setting file. So I've got this URLs. This URLs just link the other application with the main application. So for doing this, we just add this pattern, and we can include this second application by the name of main.urls. We can link this URLs together with the first basic application. So let's get started and make an authentication login, logout, and registration form. So for doing this, I do not need for this one. We just link this one with the other application which we're going to make and work on it. So let's get this doing and go ahead inside the URLs right here and views.py and what else. So for doing this, let's jump to right here inside the links. We have got this one file from Django.urs, import path, and second from current folder we can import views, which we have this current folder. Inside this current folder, these views is existed inside this current folder. We just can import from current folder these views. So right here there's URLs and there's URL patterns. So it's just make sure inside the browser by this pathway. So we can leave it as empty string, and then we can write down use.home, because we have got an HTML file by the name of home file. So we will talk about this and carry this home page in the next. So right now we have got this views and we can define this one. So because at the first we linked and appeared right here inside the pattern, and then inside the views file we can define this one and just make and link with it main page as a home page, as home.html page. So have a look right here inside the URLs and views and template. So we should make an HTML file. For doing this one, at the first we should make a directory by the name of template. We can make this templates, and inside this template we can add another folder by the name of main folder. And inside the main folder we can create a file by the name of home.html. This file should be as HTML format. We can write down home.html right here. So this is the HTML file. And we can load HTML files, and we should write down at the first we can write down the home.html. So for doing that we can write down log static, and then right here we have got this block total. We can write down block total such as this one. So block total and block total. Inside the block total we can write down home page. This title should be appear inside on the top of the whole browser. So we can add this block. You can add this block by the name of main content. Can open block main content. Such this one. We can remove this one. We do not need for the block because it just register and close the block. So we can write on h1 element right here. And we have got collision tag, and we can write on this at this particular banner for welcome to the homepage. Touch this one. So if we refresh the page or run the application, cd app par2 manage.py and run server like this one. So we can copy this URLs and paste inside the browser we can see this one too inside the browser. I've got this empty browser file, and so this is home page, and this one is the welcome to the home page. So this is the title of this browser. We'll talk about this in the next right now. We should come back this right here. We have got this home page, and we should make a main HTML file. For creating a main HTML file, we just make this file by the name this.html. Hit enter right here. We have got the basic HTML file right here. We should change this jingle to HTML file because it make faster our typing. So if we can add this explain point, and this I've got this .html right here. We should come back here and change the jingle file. So we can add this static file, and then we can add the CSS file right here and format this HTML file by CSS file. So we will talk about this in the next. Right now we should add that title for our browser. For this one, we can write down right here. Just remove this one. Inside this title, we can write down block title, big block title. Inside right here, we can write down welcome to. So at the first, we should make a block register other file inside the main or inside the base.html file. We can just write the main content. We have got this main content. And we can bring this one, for example, this HTML file, cut this one and paste right here. We can see this one. If we refresh the page, we can see. So this is okay. Alright, you can see this one, the block main content, and inside right here I've got this home page. And we just register this homepage with base.html file right here. Inside the base.html, we should make an application bar. This is so super easy to make this application bar for our application, because we have got this block content and main block content right here. We inside the main content, we have got this main content for registering all the others HTML file. We just can write on block content such this one. So we can remove this one because we do not use for this right now. Inside this block we should make this a container, so it's make it easier to work on HTML file. Just change to this HTML. So for working, so right now we have got this nav element right here. We can format this nav element as nav bar and nav or expand -lg, and background color. We can select the background color of our navigation bar as success as green color. So inside this navigation, we have got this nav. We are going to make a container. For creating this navigation, we can write on container fluid such this one, and hit enter. Inside this navigation, inside this the second container, we can make a title. So we can add this a tag element is right here. We can add this one as empty string. So we can format this one. So for formatting, we can add this class attribute should be nav brand. We can write on nav for and hyphen brand. This format is so right here we can add the application name, right, for example by the name of registration. So under this one we can make a div. We can open a div, and class should be collapse. So we can format this as collapse such this one, and we can format as nav or collapse as well. So we can format this one nav bar collapse such and we can add its attribute id is equal to nav bar nav. So inside this div we can make a user list as nav or nav. So we can make a user list and we can format this user list as a nav or nav, and then inside this user list make a list. For making a list you can write an li. So we should format this nav item, import this nav item right here, and inside this list we can add this title. But at the first we can add this anchor tag element. We can leave it as homepage. For example, you can add this one as an empty string. So we can format this one. Class is equal to nav link, such as this, and this title should be active. For the activing of this title, we can write on nav active, and right here we can add this title by the name home. So as this one, we can make another item. We can duplicate this one and copy this one, such paste. The second one we can make the second title by the name of registration, and the second one we can make a login page, and this a contact page. So right here, if we refresh the page, we can see this navigation bar. So right here, come back to right here, refresh that page. We've got this registration, home page, and this one. So it does need to JavaScript and CSS file. For this one, we can jump inside the Google site and open the Bootstrap. For Bootstrap, we can copy this CSS file from Bootstrap and paste inside the. So take a look right here. We have got this CSS file which is equal to this CSS file, and we just need to JavaScript file right here, and this right here. This is in block. You should add the script file as JavaScript file, another script. So right here, another source is equal to this JavaScript file. So if we refresh the page, we can see this navigation bar, registration, home page, login page, contact page. So we should make a drop down menu bar. So for creating the drop down menu bar, we should come back right here, and under this title, this nav item, make a list inside the list. So we can add the drop down. So at the first we should format this one. The class is equal to nav item, such this one as drop down menu. So mx-2. So inside this list we can make a drop down menu. So for creating this one, at the first we should make an anchor tag element. So we can leave this as empty string for this time, and we can format this one nav link, such this one, then drop down toggle. So drop down toggle hyphen toggle, and then can make its and select its text color as a white color, such this one. So inside this anchor tag element, we have got this ID. We should select its attribute bottom profile, drop down, so, and then we can format this role. This role should be as a button, such this one, and then we can the format is data hyphen data hyphen, so is data hyphen selected bs, and then toggle, so toggle double G, and then is equal to drop down. So an area right here, your -x penalty. You can format this one as false. So we can select its title by the name of application or project, or by the name of form application. So we can format this one. So we should select this word wrap, and right here we can add this user list, change password, and logout, this drop down. So we can refresh the page. We have got this phone app. Inside this we have got change password and logout. So we should add this profile. Pick a profile for this one. We just can duplicate this one and pick another lab item by the name of first one should be profile. Change password and logout. So we can refresh the page. We have got this profile, change password, and logout. For this moment we can add this sign number. For this one we'll talk about this page in the next. So the first one is the navigation bar for our app. So let's get ahead. So let's get started and make a login page. Right here inside this template we can add this login.html file right here. We can copy this one, just change its name. So the login page, I've got a login page, home page, and login. So it's the title. Right here we can remove this one for this time. At the first we've got this login page. We should change this one to HTML file because it's make our typing faster. So we can write down container class is equal to this one. Inside this we're going to make a row. We can write down row hyphen so as by 3. So inside this row we are going to make a column. We can write down column hyphen 3. So column is same, and then we can add 6 pixel. So we can format this one, offset, set to this same format, so small format, and then inside this one we can add this title h3 element by the name login page. Login here, login page or login, just it. So we can make underline for each element, horizontal line. Right here we are going to make a form, another form. Action is empty string for this time, and method we can write down. For method should be post all the variable in context and no validated. We do not need for JavaScript for this time, and class is shut down. And then PS. So right here inside this form we can add form function, and we just need to CSRF token. So for this time, come back to right here. We should make a file by the name of forms.html, forms.py. So for this one, we have got inside the main folder. We should make a new file by the name forms.py. Right here inside the forms.py, we should make a login page. So inside the forms.py should make a login page. So as you know from Django, we can make Django database as Django DB. We can import this model. So models, and then from Django we can import forms. So right here, enter right here. So we should make a login page. So come down right here, class is login form. Search this one. Inside is parenthesis. You can add this object as authentication form. So we can define this one. So we can make a user name. So username is equal to user at capital U username field. Search this one and make a widget. We can write down widget is equal to forms dot text input and attributes is equal to this auto focus is true. Such this one should add this one inside this string, and then right here put a comma so we can add this class is form control, such this one. So we can copy this one. So make a password field for this one as well. So we can this right here. For the second, we can write on password right here. So forms dot character field. So forms dot char field, and then widget is a forms dot password. Just change this object password. Search this one password. So I've got this user field. We just write down forms dot text this character field. So we have got this widget for this one as well. This widget will be equal to text input. So for this one we can add password input, capital P password input, and attribute is equal to this autocomplete. We should change this one to autocomplete, such this one. So this autocomplete could be this current password. So for this class is for control. So we should come back to the login page right here. We should add this CSRF token. So we should change this to Jingo file. So right here we can write down CSRF token, this function, and we can add this function for FM as in form. For FM and form. So inside this tag we can make a dictionary, statistic dictionary FM dot errors. So as stripe tag right here. So search this one for fm.errors filter struct tag, and then we can make this so we can add this dictionary form dot label, so label tag, and then we can add this dictionary FM. So right here we should make this element and change to HTML file. So we can write a small element. So this small, we can format this small element. Text of the color of this text should be danger. And so for this one, inside this element we can add this dictionary, and right here we can make a break for this one. So we should click right here So inside this we should make a title. So we can write a small element. Inside this small element we can add this anchor tag element. So we can make a title. For example, if you forgot your password, you can write on form get password. So for this one, you can click on this title and jump to or enter to inside the password reset. So we'll talk about this one. That for this time we just add this number sign. So right here we have got a small element and this one. So make a break right here, enter this. We can add this input element such this one. We've got this one should be submit this attribute, and we can format this one btn primary, so empty -4. So and we can give a value for this one. This value could be login. So under this input element we can make this div. Div should be equal to, at first we should format this div. So the text of this div, this title should be the center, write as center, and then text primary. You can write text primary, so primary, and font weight you can select as font weight as bold. So right here inside this div element for this time, so we can add this element right here inside this div. Should make this small element. So this small element, if you have got if you are going to make a new user, you can write down new user. So you should, so we anchor tag Java is equal to customer registration. So for this time we should add this sign, and I will talk about. So right here, and we can format this one class is equal to text danger. Got this text danger. So it just ask from you, do you want to create a new account? If you do not have an account, you should make a new account. Create a new account such this one inside this elements. So outside this element and right here we should make an error message. So I've got this function if change to HTML file for this small Django file this time. So we have got this function if form dot none felt errors. So inside ndf for errors, for error and for non-error, for example, and for dot non-felt errors. So right now we can make this title. So open tag element class is equal to. So we can make alert message is alert message, can format as danger color and my 3DC. So we can close the tag, so open tag and close the tag. So right here we can add this error dictionary, error message. We can write down error. So we should come back to the forms right here. We've got this authentication. So from django.contrib.auth.forms can import this user field right here, and the second one is parameter as authentication form. So inside the login page and form page, the homepage. So we should come back to the URLs right here. We should make a path. So this path, we can make an account. So login, should put this one inside the quotation, and we can write down views dot login as a so right here we have got this path as account login. So at view login views as view template name login. So right here inside is got the main directory. So from this main directory we can add this we've got this HTML file, login.html file. So this authentication form is equal to login form, and name of this object is login. So right here we should add this one, static setting.meta_urls document root setting.meta_urls. Right here inside the setting file we have got this one. So we should add this one, static URL, and media URL is equal to media, and media root is equal to base URL or media. So and scroll up right here this static file. So we should come back to URLs right here. We can add them from Django.conf import what setting things, and the settings. So from Django dot conf dot configuration dot urls dot static, we can import what static. So and from Django dot contrib dot from Django dot contrib dot auth, you can import this object views as auth view. I think it's capital V. So we have got this one, this static file right here. So from Django.conf import setting. So what's the problem right here? From Django.conf import setting. Okay, and I've got the auth is not defined right here. I've got this auth view right here. We should make lowercase. So login for is not defined. We have got this login for right here for this login. So right here we should import from .forms import login form. This login form and import this one. So we've got from current forms. So import login form and so I will got here inside the forms line 7. This error. So line 7. Okay, it's not from this character field right here. We can write on forms. So, okay, if we refresh the page, this one, we can see this login page. So should come back to right here inside the this.html file we've got this login, so you can write down UR change profile, so you can write down URL, so you can write down login page, because we have got this URL status right here, name is equal to login. I've got this login page, so if I refresh the page, should be this one, John, and password if you have got username, user account. If you do not user account, you should make a user account for yourself. So it just asks you, do you have user account, or you are going to make a new user account? Create a new account to make a new account right here. So if you forgot your password, you can click right here and find your password. So change your password. After making a user account or registration, you can add your username and then add your password, and you can log in. And, this is the method of creating a login page. So we should come back to right here and make a customer registration. So right here inside the main directory, we can make another HTML file by the name for registration.html, such this one. So the login page, I've got this. You can copy this one, click towards the registration file, and you can write in register. So I've got main block content, should make this content, so and block. So right here inside this main block content, so we have got this registration form right here, profile registration. We should make this registration file. So I've got this registration HTML file. So for creating this one, so we have got this registration form inside the main content. Have a look right here. At the first, we should make a container. So as the login page, we can make this one as the login page. So we have got this one. This we can copy this. So we should make this page. So we should change to HTML file. Search this one right here. Make a container. So inside this container, we make a column. We can write a column. So sm-6 pixel. So we should format this one, offset s-sm, and background color we can select as gray color, such this one. Inside this column we should make a row. We can write down, so at the first we should make a title. We can write down each 3 element. So we can write down please, so register So right here we should make a horizontal line, each element. Right here make a form, kind of a form element action should be as empty string. So right here method could be as post. You can post right here this object, and we do not need for JavaScript file for this time, and we can format this one. Class should be shut down, and then as padding space should be 5 pixels. So right here inside the form, at the first we should make a CRF token. So right here inside the login page we have got this CRF token and this level. We can copy this one and bring it this right here. So CRF token, this function for FM inside the form. We have got this form label tag, and we have got this dictionary form inside of form.html form.py right here. This user and password right here. So and under this info tag element, we can input this element. Input type should be submit. We can select this submit and the name is so we can delete this one. So we can give a value for this one. Value should be submit as well, and we can format this one. Class is equal to btn. So btn primary, and so right here we should make a break line. We should make a div. So div element, we can format this div. Text should be the center, and text color should be primary, and font width we can select bold. So right here inside this div we can make this title. So by small element we can write an existing. So existing user. So if you are existing inside the user, you can add this tag element. You can add this URL. So for this one we can write down %. So URL inside this we can write down login page. If you are existing inside the user, you can log in inside the login page. So and then you can format this one. Classes could be danger color. So you can log in right now. Log in now. So inside this small element right here should click should make a form function. So we can write an if, should change to Jingo file. Search this one if for as non-filled errors. So right here inside is for error. Yeah, for non-filled errors. So for this message you can add this p-tag element. So you can write down p-tag element and class is equal to, you can add this message, this alert message. So write down this alert message, this alert message danger color, and this one should be 3 pixel. So right here we should close the tag and add this dictionary as error message. So and close the tag. Such this one. So right here if message so at this moment we should come back to inside the forms.py right here. So we can format this one with make a wall trap. So right here, so we should make a class by the registration form. Registration form as this parameter by the user creation form. User creation form. So at the first we should make a username. This username should be equal to forms dot character field. So at this time we can make a widget. So for this widget, this one should be equal to forms dot text input, and inside the parentheses we can add these attributes. This one is equal to this autofocus so this one is a and put comma, we can make a class. This class is form control. So we can copy this one. So the second one is for email. We can email. So for this one, then for email we can write down form.email field. Email field. So we got this widget. So inside in the email section, we can write down forms dot email input. So, and then we can write down, we do not need for this one, so excuse me for right here. So for the second one we can write down password. So for password 1, we can call this one password 1. So this char field, so we can write the password char field and make a label. So right here we do not need for widget. So we should make a field right here. So I've got this attribute and make a label for this one. We've got this widget right here. So right here we should make a label. So this label is equal to, so this the first one we can write down password comma. So for password 2 we can write down password 2. So we have got this forms dot char field. So we can remove this one and duplicate this one. Call this one password 2. So we have got password right here. And you can write down confirm password. Password. So this one form control, that means closes form control, and we do not need for this one. So we've got this attribute, and for password to closes a form control, we can make closes form control, and for the password 1 we also do not need for this one. So we have got the user creation form right here. So we can copy this user creation form. So from user field and user creation authentication, you can put comma right here. Or jingo.control.r. First, we can import this user creation form as well. So we have got this one, user creation form. Right here, registration, we have got these parameters. So authentication form, we have got this authentication form, user field, and field, and user right here, username field. So authentication user field right here. So you should come back to registration form right here for this one. At this time, so right here we have got this forms registration form, and we should get inside the views right here and should divide this one. So class of this view, for class of this view or this registration view, we can write down just class register view. As this view, inside the process we can add this view. So and then we can divide this one. So we have got the first got this one, can divide this one. This parameter can do self and request. So we can write down request such this one. So column. At this time we can add this form. We've got this form. This form could be equal to register form such this one. You can just copy this one and paste right here. So we have got this one and copy and paste right here. So and empty parentheses, and for the second one we've got this define of post request. Write on post, and then we can request this one, self request search this one, and then write down. So at this time, this form we can copy this one and paste right here. So inside this once we can request this post. So this one request dot post. So and then at the first, if this form is equal to this registration form, we can run to the main page or the registration page. So for this one we can write down this registration, we can write down return to render such this one. So we can request by this parameter from this inside this directory by the main directory. We have got registration dot html. So and put comma and write down local. So right here for this post request. So we can divide this one. So if this form is valid, we can write that if this form is valid, so if this form is valid, then we can write down, we can save this form inside the database. For this one, we can write down form dot save. So by saving this form inside the database, we can receive this message, this success message. For this one, we can write down message dot success message. We can request this message from here. Just such this message. Congratulations. So that's congratulations. User register successfully. Such this message. So otherwise, can write down else we can get or receive this warning message. So we can write down message dot warning. By this parameter we can request this warning message, yin wallet input data, such this one. So after that, after receiving this message, this warning message, we can return to the customer registration.html file or page. So we can write down return to render just by this request parameter to return inside this directory. We have got this file by the name of home.html, registration.html, such this one. So you can see we have got this message. So from .jingo.contrib we can import this message, and from current forms which we have got right here, this current form right here, we can import registration form. So and right here inside this registration form we should add this meta class. So we have got this meta class. So models is equal to user, and fields for the username, email, password 1 and password 2, such as we have got this user 1 and user 2 inside the right here, email, password 1 and password 2. So inside the URLs we have got this root media setting which we have added from this Django concept.url static, this is static, and the settings and attributes. So inside the forms.py we can define this models, and inside the URLs we can add this one. Inside the views we can add this one. So if we run the page, we can write on manage.py run server and hit enter. So views inside there, views.py right here, we have got this view. So we should export, and right here I can paste right here inside the browser, hit enter. So we have got this login page and registration. So we should log in. Before login inside the page, we should make an account, create a user account. So we should write your username as this one. So you can write on message, you can write on password and so we can write on this email address and submit. So this password is too similar together, so we can add this password and repeat this one. So it says congratulations, your user registration successfully. So user registered successfully, you can log in right now. You can click on login page, and you can add your user name and password right here. Add your password. So yeah, we do not have this page as login page. We should come back to right here inside the login page. So we have got this login page. It's the login page for this registration, and then can log in inside of this HTML. We have got this login page. Here is the login page. So should add this login page and home page. So about the login page and a user account. So about this one we'll talk about in the next video.